super sensitive right now. I don't know why the fuck it would do that. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. What the? What about now? What the fuck, bro? Maybe now? She is. I don't know. She's real sensitive today. I don't know what's happening with that. I apologize. I know. I don't know what I did. Like, I'm supposed to have music in the background. Music ain't on. She is not on. Is that better? Wow, that's way better. I don't know what's going on with that. Sorry. Thank you. I really love it. I'm really glad I got it. I can't wait to change it. Thank you for the follow, Ridicule, by the way. Or Hyper, I mean. I do have a Discord. It's for my subscribers. I don't know how to set that up. I'm in the process of setting it up. I need to make a server or something, I think. But actually, if anybody wants to walk me through doing that, I would love to do that. Yeah. Well, yesterday they were telling me on stream that it's easy, and I was like, I can't imagine that making a server is easy. Like, I don't believe that. Anywho, ignore my. This is my mic stand. It's a. Actually, I'll give you. Let's ignore her, but it's an old. I don't know if you were here for my ASMR of me eating these. They're a Filipino snack. They're very good, but it's the perfect size stand for my mic, and it's also my coin jar now. So we introduced. We're familiar with her, but we can ignore her. We can just let her be. You know, we can just let that be a thing. Sorry, this camera is also glitchy. I don't know. I'm trying my best here. I was gonna use my other camera, but it's just so low quality that it makes me sad. So I guess we're taking glitches. Just makes it more fun and spicy, you know. I'm also supposed to have background music going, but of course that's not happening right now. So we're gonna try that again. How are you doing, Rusher? I was talking about you yesterday. I hope you're doing well. We're gonna be drawing eventually once my shit gets set up, because this is just how it always goes right in the beginning, you know? You guys get it. You get it. Way too loud. But now we have music. What do you mean, nah? Yeah, I know. I just turned it on. Sorry. I just put it in. Is it better now? Whatever that means, bro. Did I say today was Fortnite Day? I might be a liar. These are actually driving me nuts. You gotta go. Get out my way here. Trying to give y'all ambiance. So there we go. You got something. My camera is just having a fucking aneurysm. Girl, like, chill. Sorry. Yeah, it was literally too loud for like 1 second. Sorry. Turn it even down a little bit more for you. It's nice though, isn't it? Anyway, we're doing drawing. I'm open to requests if anybody wants me to see me draw something. I'm actually going to do a palette today because I've been studying that's not fun. I'm sorry. I'm denying that. I want to draw something like, I don't know. I usually draw people, so if I'm being 100% honest, I'm probably going to draw a person. But I want to practice my color theory skills because I've actually been planning to do an oil painting, which maybe I'll just turn her like that a little bit. Yeah. I've been planning to do an oil painting, so I've been studying, or I've just been watching people paint a lot, and you learn a lot about color through watching people paint, as you would probably imagine. No, I'm not drawing him. I can picture his brain in my head, though, or his brain. Hello. His face in my head, though. So that actually wouldn't be that hard. But let me pick my palette. Honestly, this green is chartreuse. Let me guess. Chartreuse. It is chartreuse. She's kind of speaking to me. Oh my god, camera, please. Camera, please. What was I up to today? I had my calculus class. That was really fun. I have an exam on Wednesday, which I'm excited for. I love math, so should be fun. I'm thinking one of these two colors. We'll see. One of those two for sure. I'm picking a very ballsy palette right now, to be honest. But these colors are speaking to me because they're kind of like Halloween-esque, so, and they actually go well together. Yeah, I had my math class, and then I went and studied and got some matcha because I love matcha. It's what keeps me going in this life. And then I had work, tutored chemistry today, and I did homework help for this kid. And then I came home, had some dinner, did some physics homework. Did some online applications for stuff. Actually got horrible news today. I applied for a internship and I interviewed and I wasn't selected, so RIP. Almost cried about that. Really hate that for me, but you know, it just wasn't meant for me. So we'll figure something else out. So I think this is a bad idea to do this palette. I'm gonna pick two palettes because obviously I said I mainly draw. I mainly draw people. So I feel like aiming for that kind of palette would be intelligent on my part if I don't want to fail. But life has been life lately, for sure, Rusher. Yeah, that was the one that I did. Unfortunately. Very sad about that. But I'm applying to other ones. I'm applying to another one tomorrow. And then hopefully some other ones too. I'm just going to apply to as many of them as I can. And I'm involved in like local stuff. So hopefully something comes of it. I'm very qualified. So it was definitely just like a personality thing, which kind of sucks. So normally you do internships for what I'm pursuing before you graduate. You want to do like even like 2 before you graduate, which is crazy. But we'll see what happens. That's a cute name, Sunburst Yellow. I like that color. I love the names of colors. I wish I got to name a color. I would love to name a color. Maybe one day. They're probably already all taken though. Alright, so I think we're gonna do sienna brown. I'm looking for a different sienna, but maybe I'll find it, maybe I won't. I've been watching this artist online. His name is... I should know his name. Jeff something. He's an oil painter. And he loves sienna colors. So I've been also getting into his vibe of sienna colors. They're very beautiful. And there's some range, which I love. But it doesn't look like I have what I'm looking for, which is shocking. Maybe one day I'll have a... Maybe I'll use terracotta. Actually, let's do a little something here. Bear with me. And my fucking insane camera. Like, girl, you're being insane. You're being fucking crazy. Like, literally get a grip. I might have to switch to my lower quality camera, which makes me sick to my stomach. But, rip. I may have to... Let me know how annoying it is, because if it's annoying enough, I will. I'll switch to my other camera. Because it seems like it would be very annoying, honestly. Okay. So I think... I also need a green. I forgot a green. I think we're going to do a Viridian green, if I can find that, I hope. Because that's the kind of green he uses, and that's what I'm trying to emulate, is his palette. I really like his palette. Doesn't look like I have one, though. It's more like a phthalo green, so let's try one of these. It's also very dark, though. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Right now. I've been trying to do it in the mornings, but I've been so busy. I used to make it every morning, and I've just been like busy to the point I don't even have time to make it in the morning. But I do post it on TikTok occasionally. I actually have a restaurant review coming up on my TikTok. Not restaurant, I think it's more like a cafe or whatever, but alright, we're gonna do a palette here on the side, which I normally don't do, but he suggests it, so you gotta get familiar with your colors. Should sharpen them, actually. Yeah, I'm very passionate about matcha. My favorite one to make lately has been a coconut cloud matcha. It's very delicious. It's my go-to. Yesterday was actually supposed to be gaming, I think, but I've just been, I don't know, all over the place, so I'm just doing what comes to me at this point. I don't even know where my fucking pencil sharpener is. Well, we're gonna use this old lady here. Yeah, sorry, I'm kinda all over the place. I need someone to play Fortnite with. That's my ish. Ooh, look at that freshly sharpened pencil. Love that. Actually, I should be doing ASMR for you guys. Ooh, yeah. See that? It just lays down so much nicer. Love that. Love that. You're gonna play with me? Since when? I can't stay on for long tonight though, so that's where I basically should already be off actually, but I take way too long getting into stream because I'm just like a perfectionist and it's really bad. But what I will tell you is I'll play with you tomorrow. that's okay. I know that sucks. I apologize. I don't remember making that commitment. I do that a lot, apparently. Right, so that's one of our greens. I don't know if I like that green, though. I think I do, but I wanted it a little bit brighter. I know I do. I know. I didn't get home till 6. And then had dinner and spent some time with my dogs. And then I had homework to do. I had to read an entire chapter of my physics textbook. And then I had to do some extra credit work for that. And then on top of that, I was applying for internships. And I had to respond to a bunch of emails. I was helping somebody write a letter of recommendation for me today. And then I was also dealing with the mental turmoil of being upset about my fucking internship being denied, or rejected. So I know, that's fair. I'm gonna try to be better. I get off work tomorrow at 7. So I should come home, and I'm gonna be kind of gross because I'm doing some workout classes tomorrow, but I will take a shower and then hop on. Knowing myself, I'm gonna say 9. Does 9 work? Is 9 okay? That's funny, Rusher. Sorry. I think I like this green better, but we'll see. This is actually so fun. So let's actually talk about... I really love this artist. He's so much fun to watch. He's also kind of funny, which is cool. But he was talking about how he actually coached somebody, or like, I don't know if the word would be coached, but somebody was in a movie. Like, I didn't know he's like a big deal, I guess, or whatever, but he was like, somebody was playing an artist, I think it was Rembrandt or something, in a movie, and he was teaching him how to like look like, he was drawing and painting as if Rembrandt was or whatever, which is kind of cool that they put in that much effort into the movie to like make it seem that realistic. And he wanted to actually do it. Normally they can do like a stunt with like a hand or somebody who knows what it would actually look like, but he taught the guy how to do it. And so basically he would have him come in and like warm up, to do his like art stuff. And he thought about it and he was like, it's so interesting that like artists don't really warm up, like we kind of just get into our paintings and you do like a sketch, but like that's still a part of it or like whatever. And so he was talking about how weird it is. He thinks that like, a lot of like professionals in every other realm, like, sports and dance and whatever, like they all warm up before they do art, and like artists don't do that. We just get right into it. You have to warm up like on your painting. And so then he was talking about like doing palettes and things like that can be like a way to warm up get to your colors, and then also your hand and your stroke, especially with like a paintbrush obviously, but even like colored pencils, it's very like the angle of your hand is very important. So I've been very enlightened by his work lately. I'm having fun. I don't normally do palettes because I just kind of get into it. It's so much more like aggressive doing art, because like when you don't do a palette, you're just kind of like hoping that you know what the color looks like, which like the outer part of the pencil like does give you some detail, right? But like it's not the same as really laying it down on the paint and mixing it too. Like, well, especially with paint, like when you add like white or black, it really does change the tone of the color to something that's slightly like different. Like it's not really the same color anymore. So colored pencils, you lay other colors on top and it's kind of similar, but I don't know. Yeah, so he's been a lovely side quest thing that I'm doing lately. No, they didn't need a sub. I just subbed for this team. They didn't need a sub today, so I didn't go. I definitely wouldn't have been streaming right now if I would have gone, so. I think I'm liking this color, but I don't know if it's quite as red as I need it to be. Because really when you're doing skin, you need a good yellow, a good red, and then a muting tone. So usually you would use a blue, but he was using green, so I'm gonna try green. I'm literally just getting pencil shavings everywhere. Actually need to find a reference. So these are basically the same color. Wow, that's crazy. I would have maybe asked for a different colored pencil color. These are almost identical. That's wild. This one's slightly more red though. Terracotta. So maybe I'll use this one. I even brought my soccer stuff too. I was like, "You need a player today?" She was like, "No, we're good." I wish my mic was over here. It's fine. I was feeling it too, but yeah, it was good that I didn't go. I had a lot. I always have a lot to do, so playing soccer as much as I do is almost like I probably shouldn't. No, I definitely shouldn't, but I do. So. If we do play Fortnite tomorrow, you should help me set up a Discord server, Gladys. Please. Ooh, actually, I think this is the one. She's beautiful. It's a little bit more purple. It's interesting. Ooh. Very much a fan. Ooh. I know how to do both. I don't have enough followers on TikTok yet. You literally need 50. I don't even have 50. I wish I wouldn't have deleted my old TikTok account because I probably had enough. But I did. So, I literally only have like 11 followers or some shit like that. It's funny going from being somebody who was like anti-social media, like for many years, like I refused to have TikTok, and I would even like Instagram, like I did not have Instagram for like 5-ish years. And now I'm like, I'm gonna be a streamer, and it's like, well, you wasted a bunch of time not being on social media, so it makes it kind of hard to build a following when you don't even have like anything at all, which is somewhat true, but also somewhat not. I don't know. Because the people who usually get you, damn, I didn't write down the names of the colors. Fuck. The people who usually get it, or what am I trying to say? Prevent you from going viral are your friends, which is funny. But so maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. I didn't even use that one yet. What the hell? I can't tell. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I said the name and everything. Yeah, no, I mean, that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. I'm hoping for the best. I'm actually going out of town this weekend, so I'm hoping I'm gonna record a lot of stuff and have a lot of stuff to post for you guys. Sorry, I just bumped you. Grass green. Actually, I literally got so upset today when I read the email when I was out getting matcha at the cafe doing my homework, and I like legit almost started crying at the cafe. So I like got in my car and found a local park and just went and sat in the grass, and I found a dandelion and I made a wish on my dandelion. So I guess that's how I deal with my issues. Kind of funny, but it was nice actually. It was a lovely day outside, so this is one of the best times of year where I live. What do you mean humans are racing each other to death? Oh, I mean, yeah, I didn't realize that was like 2 parts. Yeah. I agree. I took a long break from being in school, and I'm a lot older than a lot of the people I go to school with, because, you know, you're supposed to get your degree when you're right out of high school and all that, but I didn't. And so I'm late to the game, but I developed a lot of life understanding and explored the world and learned a lot about myself and other people in that time that I guess if you're young and in school, you're not really doing stuff like that. So yeah, I don't like this color. I'm gonna do a palette anyway just for funsies, but I don't like this one. Why is TikTok banned, dude? What happened? Doing freaky shit on TikTok, bro? Shameful. Make a new account so you can follow me, please. I need followers so I can stream on TikTok. I would much rather be streaming this on TikTok. Not the Z's. Alright, and this one is Sienna Brown. Wow, this is the one I thought I would like, actually. That's shocking. Alright, so I think we're gonna do Tuscan Red. I really don't like the yellow that I picked at all. Oh, sand is kind of nice. I remember using sand previously. Whoops, sorry, that was loud. Oh, in your country. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I think it's banned in my country technically too, but I use it, so I don't know how that works, but don't know how that works. Oh. Oh my god, guys, guess what? Wait, I might have said this already, I don't know. Wait, you guys have to guess before I tell you. Have a guess. This is almost the same color, but like, I feel like it's a little bit softer. Like, that yellow is very aggressive. This one's a little muted. Yeah, I guess I didn't give you guys any hints. No. Also, who cares? But, yeah, there's no way for you. I'm gonna be in a fashion show on Friday, and I'm very excited for my Halloween costume. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm meeting up with a seamstress tomorrow so that she can, like, fix up my outfit a little bit. And then, should have sharpened this guy too, actually. I think that is the yellow I'm gonna use. It's more like a showcase, maybe not like a fashion show. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm gonna be a model, technically. I'm getting my makeup done and stuff. I'm very excited. I'm gonna re-bleach my hair on Thursday for it. But yeah, I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday, so it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully. Anyway. Okay, so we're gonna do sable. I can't decide between terracotta. Let's actually test something out here. This one's the Tuscan Red. And this one, terracotta. I think I like the terracotta better. I don't know. We'll see what happens. No, actually. Tuscan Red. Okay. Palette done. I'm limiting myself to 3 colors. Okay. What am I drawing, though? I have no idea. Let me pull up my Pinterest real quick. Usually I have some good stuff in there. Why don't I just do people's faces? Should I do a face or like a... Damn. Probably should have picked the picture before picking the palette. That might have been an intelligent choice on my part. But I didn't, so that's okay. I don't fucking know shit. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do this picture. It's actually a painting. I'm gonna put it up so you guys can see it. Thank you, Rusher. I actually posted it. I'm gonna be Cinema Roll. my little character here. I don't have... Wow, that's crazy. I don't have access to him. Yes, I do. Somewhere. He's all over my life, actually. He's this little bunny character. So, yeah. I'm wearing like this big poofy dress and little bows and little ears. It's very cute. He's my fave, so it should be fun. Okay, let me add the picture. Sorry. I lost track of what I was doing. Oh, normally I don't put music with words in it. But we'll take it. That's funny. Real. Alright, so this is what we're drawing. Where should I put her? I think right here is good. Right there. Okay. I always put it in the thing and then I forget to actually pull it up. Brother, I don't use fucking PCs very much. I'm like, what do I do? Okay, we're good. We are good. Okay. Kinda wanna change my colors now. It's so funny, actually. I just knocked my fucking pencil everywhere. It's fine. We're gonna change a couple colors. I think I'm liking Crimson Lake. She's honestly more of like a pink. She's a very pink lady. This music is actually driving me nuts, Lucky. We're changing it up. Yeah. Okay. And I fucked my hand up the other day. I don't know what the hell I even did, and it was on both sides. Shit is still there. Like, I feel like it's been there for a long time. Alright, so we might do crimson. No, she's pinker than that. So we need more of like a... Fuck. Not like a peach color, but... It's more of like even like an orange. I don't know. I actually don't like doing self-portraits. They stress me out. I've done a few of them because I was forced to when I took art classes, but I don't like doing them. I should do them more. Just for pure documentation purposes, but... Will I? Probably not. Maybe one day. You guys convince me enough. I'm gonna do an underpainting, basically. I'm actually kind of scared. I don't think it works the same. Just do it, please. I don't even know how to do that, if I'm being 100% with you right now. My face is actually at almost like the perfect angle. I'll try. I really don't want to, though. Really don't want to. I wish I wouldn't have wasted so much space doing my fucking palette, but I was having a good time. Alright, I'm gonna put her head. Just want like a general idea of what I'm doing here. It's so funny, I pulled up the fucking sketch and I'm literally sketching from the picture in my viewfinder. Or whatever. My OBS. Like, girl, you literally pulled it up. Already made the face way too big. I'm not used to drawing with colored pencils. I'm trying, I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it. See you soon. I'm locked in now. I'm not yapping as much. No, please. Please disturb me. That's kind of the whole point here. Just get me to talk about something. I'll go. I ran out of things to say for once. This would be much easier to paint. I don't know why I ever got into... I don't know if I'll be back here in 20 minutes. I already should be asleep if I'm being real. We'll see. Good luck at your meeting. I'm just going to be very suggestive with the armor. Because, like, basically one thing with art is the place that people look is wherever it has the most detail. And so if you add less detail in certain areas, it just naturally makes people look elsewhere. And sometimes adding, like, a lot of art that I did when I was younger was hyperrealism. And I just tried to, like, basically, like, simulate whatever I was drawing, which was usually from a picture, to, like, the realist level that I could, which is cool, but it's, like, I don't know. It gets old, and that's why I probably stopped doing it for as long as I did. And it's just not necessary either, like, I think that's kind of what made me stop doing art for a bit, is, like, you know, as soon as it feels like you're, like, working, I don't know, like, it just stops being, like, fun, if that makes sense. Like, when it's, like, I'm doing this to have, like, a good time, so when it gets to the point that it's, like, I'm having to, like, put in an extreme amount of effort, it's, like, why am I doing it? Which, I maybe need to revisit that thought. But art is meant to relax me, for me anyway. And so, yeah, like, you can accomplish whatever you're trying to do with less energy. You know, you don't always have to, like, which, like, it's cool, and, like, people who can do hyperrealism, like, it's really amazing, you know. But, like, it stopped being what I wanted to do. Like, I highly respect people who do hyperrealism, and that's why I, like, liked it for as long as I did. That, like, it was fun to, like, be able to, like, do something like that, you know. But it's just not my thing anymore. I love the little, I don't even know, the bumps on her armor. It's very nice. They're fun to draw. Didn't do what I wanted to do there, but it's okay. Thankfully, this is just a sketch. The one thing I need to work on when it comes to colored pencils is, like, I've watched a lot of people do it, and like the way you lay the pencil down is like how you achieve what you're trying to do. It's important to like lay things in certain directions and like keep a very, very steady hand, which is low-key hard for me. I'm not steady per se, but like a very gentle touch when you're doing colored pencil. Because I'm not using like a specific paper that's made for colored pencils, but the way that you get colored pencil to lay down is by using the grit of the paper. And so as soon as you push too hard, you lose that grip on the paper, and like you can't lay down any more, pencil or, like material or media. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But yeah. Oops. Yeah, I prefer. I don't know. I've actually, funny that you say that. I recently got an iPad trying to do some digital art, but yeah, I prefer. I did make like a little sticker for like my Good Notes app because I take notes in there for school the other day, which was fun. But yeah, I definitely prefer real media. It's definitely not as convenient, but I find it much more. I don't know. I don't even know what I find it as, but I just prefer it. I really actually, which I guess you can kind of simulate that in a digital environment, but I really enjoy like using different mediums. So like right now, like I don't normally do colored pencils. This is the first time I've done colored pencils in a while, but it's fun to get to try something a little different, and you use your different techniques and whatever. It's cool. I definitely prefer it. Said iPads are nice. Had a friend who did all his art using Procreate and a pencil. Yeah. That's where I definitely respect it. Because it's more so like, well, as with any art, right? Like, it's a skill that you hone and you learn. And I at first was not, sorry, I gotta measure. I at first was not very like, I don't know. Even with streaming, actually, that's a funny thing to bring up here. I messed up that perspective, sorry. I was not a fan of the technical aspect of it, and that's kind of how I was with. I don't even have Procreate. I should buy it probably. I use like some free drawing app. I don't even know, because like I don't care that much. But yeah, like it's learning all of the like technical skills that make it a better option, where you can like do layers and you can do whatever, and like that's the cool part, I think, because like in real art you can't do that. But like I don't know, I almost prefer that like I'm limited, if that makes sense. I don't know. I prefer the limitations of real materials. I don't know. But why do you want to see the palm of my hand? Yeah, exactly. Well, that's actually what I'm doing right now. I have a limited palette here. I've been watching a lot of this oil painter. I think his name is Jeff Winston or it's a W something, I don't know, but he's an oil painter. Love him, and he does really great oil paintings. He uses a limited palette because paint is expensive, and so it's also like when you have a limited palette, it makes doing art less daunting, which is for sure. So like for me, I literally have a fucking box of a billion colored pencils, but I'm only using 3 because then it's like, I don't know, a little different. What do you mean you commissioned him? Like you commissioned him to make something for you or to teach you? Oh, cool. What a good friend. I actually was making something yesterday. I also bedazzle. So here's a little fun thing here. Sorry, excuse my camera. I'm getting a new one. But I made this for my friend because her wedding is coming up. So, yeah. She didn't commission it per se, but she kind of did. She was like, I want one. And I was like, okay, I'll make one for your wedding. We love when friends support friends, but yeah. Here, look I'll show you on my other camera. Maybe that's better. Isn't she so beautiful? Ah. So pretty. Oh, he gave you the file. Oh, I see. That's cool. Yes, you get to mess around with it a little bit. That's really awesome. Yeah, that would be so interesting to see. I would love to just commission something from somebody just so I could like play with it afterwards to be like, how did they go about doing this? I would love to it's like you get to like pick apart a piece of art actually, which is really like, obviously normally you can't do that. So that's interesting. I don't know. It's just a random thing I just found on Pinterest like 5 minutes ago. And I was like, I'm going to draw. And I don't know what I'm going to draw, so this is what I'm drawing. I typically draw women, so. Yeah, Rusher was like, you should make the face look like you and leave everything else. I was like, okay. So I'm actually going to try, because I hate with a capital H doing self-portraits. So. We'll see if that pans out or not. The few that I've done in my life have been forced upon me by like an art teacher or something, which I think it's a good thing. Like I get why people do them. Like especially as an artist, you have that skill. Like why not like draw yourself as you age and as you change and at different points in your life. And like a lot of times with like famous artists, what they do is they analyze their self-portraiture throughout different periods of their life, and like then they also compare it to like historically what they know that artist was going through, and like sometimes you can see like in their view of themselves and like the way that their art changes, like you can tell that they're going through certain things, which I think is cool. I find it very interesting, and like I have that skill, so like why wouldn't I? Especially because it's funny, like I draw women, that's what I do. So like you'd think I'd want to draw myself, and I've drawn like many other people in my life who probably didn't even deserve it, if we're being honest. But yeah. So I'm gonna do what Rusher suggested and incorporate myself into this. Since that was the ongoing joke yesterday too, is that I beat men or whatever, even though I don't. But oh yeah, because I'm doing a limited palette. And the artist I was talking about earlier that I've been kind of inspired to do this palette by, he did a underpainting, or grisaille is what it's called technically, with Viridian green. And so I'm like kind of mimicking what he did, and I'm curious to see how it turns out. Especially because he did it with paint, so it's obviously a little bit different, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to go according to plan, but we don't know until we get there, you know? It's turning out promising, or, I don't know what the hell I was trying to say there. It is promising thus far. So rude. I always get one. I just gotta block it real quick. Yeah, that's why I did green. Because I'm copying. I'm being a copier. Who is my biggest role model in life? That's a good question. Usually, I don't know. I don't really have one, honestly. But if I had to pick someone, I would say Greta Thunberg. I'm actually like obsessed with her. I think she's really amazing as a human being. And I think if everybody tried to be a little bit more like her, the world would be a better place. She's a very inspirational person to me, especially because I'm very passionate about I'm getting a little heavy-handed here. I need to chill. I'm not gonna be able to use the fucking paper anymore. Sorry, I gotta talk myself into that. But yeah, I've been very passionate about environmental sustainability and issues since I was quite young. And she's been a major advocate for protecting our environment and human rights and all of that. And she's inspirational because, you know, like, being passionate about something doesn't really mean anything until you do something about it. And she is somebody that does something about it. And I think I wish I was more like her in that way. And I try to be that way. I keep up with her constantly. So, like, she just got I don't know if you guys, I don't know, this is like current news or whatever, but there was a flotilla that went to Gaza to deliver aid from like a bunch of different countries. It was like a whole like fleet of ships. Yeah, and she was on one of the ships and she got abducted and like they like really like, it's pretty gruesome actually, but obviously like actually what they do to yeah, she did. But I don't know, like, I just think especially as somebody who, like, she comes from money and like has the resources to be somebody who can do things like that. You know, like a lot of people, like, they don't have the money or the resources to be able to fight for other people, you know, because they have to be worried about feeding themselves and taking care of their family or their kids or whatever. And so like she has the capability to do things like that, and she's using her power and her, you know, her means for the greater good. And I think we need more of that. Most rich people fucking suck. So, and have no empathy for other human beings. So her extreme level of caring for other people is something that I think I can relate to also. And I wish I had the means and capability to do more. So, Nikola Tesla. He's an interesting, very intelligent man. Why is he your role model? Yeah, I do. I have some in this book. Let's see. This is actually something I painted on stream. This is my dog who just passed not that long ago. This is a watercolor painting with ink drawing over top. This is also a different kind of, normally I don't do watercolors, so that was a little different for me. Yeah, he was so cute, right? He was a cutie patootie. Oh, not another attempted fucking, this was a car I was drawing that I never finished. This is actually a tattoo that I painted for somebody. Should get in there. Somebody, my mom, actually. Why do I say somebody? My mom wanted a jellyfish tattoo, so I painted her a jellyfish. Yeah. A little frilly jellyfish. This is something I did with Posca markers. Yeah, like I said, normally I do women. I really liked this one, actually. This was very different for me at the time, too. I really liked my palette choice there. I think it turned out really good. This is one of my favorite pieces I've ever done, probably. I did this 5 years ago. That's crazy. I don't know who it is. I usually just do random pictures of random people that I find on the internet. Pinterest, typically. This is a fish that I was trying to color with colored pencil. Yeah, isn't it? I was really happy with that piece. This was me attempting more colored pencil stuff, but I obviously, you can tell it's kind of shiny. I went too aggressively with the colored pencil and I couldn't do anything anymore, so had to give up on that one. Wrong way. Have other sketchbooks as well, but yeah, it would for sure. Table full? Here's a little painting I did. I don't even know what or why, but there she is. Her eyes turned out really cute, and her lips too. I really liked her lips and her hair texture. Her skin turned out really good too, actually. That's probably like the best skin I've ever painted. I definitely fucked up the paper a lot though. Yeah, no pupil. I'm dead. Yeah, I don't know. Couldn't tell you what I was thinking. Oh, that's your type? That's interesting. It's everybody's type now. I'm not faxing that to you. That's crazy, bro. Get a grip. Here's a weird... I don't even know how to explain what this is. I thought it turned out pretty cool, though. I think that's maybe a message about drugs. I don't know. I like how the fingers turned out, though. Yeah. Here's another. I'm just gonna go through this whole thing and then we're done. This is I think watercolor painting I did. I didn't even really finish it, but I think her bathing suit turned out really cute. Whoa. Hello, phone. Chill out. Whoa. What is happening? Why are all my cameras just fucking giving out? Oh, this is another one I did. This is gouache paint. I didn't quite finish it because I didn't really like it. Not the ad break. Damn. I think painting women is just inherently erotic, low-key. Here's another one. I know you can't hear me, but I'm going to show you anyway. I really like this one. It's ink with, I think, a little bit of watercolor. I'm not sure. And here's the last one. This one is watercolor and colored pencil. I think she turned out real cute. This was me trying a new kind of style. That's it. That's it for that book. I have a bunch of other art all over the place, but That's what we have access to. No, it was actually supposed to be SZA, but it did not look like SZA at all. But I could see why you'd think that. I'm scared to go to the face, can you tell? Okay, like, camera. It's gonna be okay, I promise. I think it needs moral support or something. Don't we all? I'm using my viewfinder right now, actually, because my face is almost at, like, the perfect angle. So I'm just mimicking that. I'm fucking scared. I'm scared, guys. I don't want to mess it up. I should have done the face first, because then if I messed all this up, it wouldn't matter, actually. I need to kind of simulate the hair. So I can get, like, that shadow. She has very dark eyebrows also, and I don't have any eyebrows right now because I bleached them. I don't know. Maybe. I just don't, you know, it's funny. I don't normally like, I think I did my eyebrow too close. I don't normally like, self-portraits because, like, they make you, like, I don't know, they make me, like, existential, I guess. Kind of. Like, when you look at a drawing of your face, it's kind of weird. Because it's, like, it's not your actual face. It's, like, how you perceive your face. Which, like, you know, it obviously looks, like, pretty accurate. But, like, it's just interesting. You know? It's kind of weird. What do you mean diamond earrings? Do I have any? Just in general, or, like, right now? I guess right now would probably be the best guess, but her eyes are very dark. She's got a very pronounced, well, it's also the light from above, so I need to, like, simulate that. It's kind of hard to use my own face when I don't have the proper lighting available, but it's kind of turning out, honestly. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's turning out really good too. Are you an any kind of artist? Like, do you make music or something, Flandy? What does that have to do with diamond earrings? Tell me what you get, though. I'd love to know what your calculations tell you. I made my lower eye too big. I made my pupil, my fucking iris massive, actually. Very intense. It's because it's too dark. I need to darken the whole area. It's better. Yeah, there we go. Wow, why are you being mean, bro? The fuck? Damn. What did I do? Okay, I'm pushing too hard with my pencil. Fuck. What video games do you screenshot? Hair needs to fucking behave for this to work. It's not as floofy as hers. Oh, that's cool. I think that counts personally. Now comes the real challenge. Making the perspective work. Thank you. I think. This is basically the same thing I wear every day. But I guess. If you say so. I'll take the backhanded compliment, I guess. My nose is much more pronounced than hers, I think. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah. Nobody really liked the white eyebrows, but I don't really give a fuck. Because it wasn't about them, it was about me anyway, so. You know. I guess maybe I am then. I don't know. This music's kind of reminding me of like Disney. I can barely hear it, but it reminds me of Disney music, kind of. It's a little nostalgic sounding. Like an old Disney movie. Peter Pan or something. Also just realized it's kind of hard using like two references at the same time. I'm like mimicking her eyes while also doing mine. Just like weird. There we go. I think I'm getting it pretty close. I don't know though. It's hard to tell like mid drawing. Honestly, if your perspective is off or not. This is harder than I thought it would be, actually. Gotta get my nose piercing in there. She's an alternative warrior. My wee butt chin. I go a lot slower on the face because I'm fucking scared. The whole time. Actually gotta move. I don't know. This is hard. That's what I'm saying. I should be going to bed too, actually. I should have been to bed like an hour ago. Whoops. That's about what time it is where I'm at too. Maybe we should all make a good choice for ourselves and go to bed. Dang it, I messed up on that part. Best coasts, West Coast, best coast. I wish I wouldn't have done a fucking self-portrait now. I knew I wasn't gonna fucking want to do it. It's making it so much harder. And it's already like, you're already like very like hypercritical of your own art, so it's like adding that layer to it makes you like even more hypercritical, you know? And my jaw is like not right at all. I really fucked that part up. Shit! I don't know what I'm gonna do. This hair is like in the way. Yeah, 2 for 1 for real. See, I should have known better too. Like, you only try one new thing when doing art. You can't do 2 or else you're just setting yourself up for failure. You know? On top of that too, I'm like having to like make the perspective or like the lighting on my face different while I'm looking at it, which like is not making this any easier. My nose is kind of wonk nose. Kinda. Yeah. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm just a overachiever, if you will. I think I'm gonna give myself eyebrows, because like that's kind of what the look is here. Oh shit. You know the funniest part about this too is I'm like, am I gonna finish it? Which actually this is the hard part. The underpainting technically, but I'm still gonna color over top of this. I was just saying, like I'm like so stressed out about this part, but like I'm actually gonna color over top of this with other colors. So I'm like acting like it's like, this is it. This is the end. You know? It's like, no, you actually have to put more on top of this. This is not the end. Don't get all stressed out yet. Probably not tonight. I'm just kind of doing the framing parts. That shit's gonna take a millennia. Alright, I guess we'll call it for now. Forehead needs a little bit of something. Alright. See you today night. That's funny. Yeah, that's it for now. Little zoom in on my fucked up ass camera. If I move it around, it doesn't get all weird. Kinda close. It's basically like a baby between my face and her face. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the follow, Flandy. Yeah, I'll probably be back on tomorrow night around like 8 or 9. Probably 9-ish. But I'm supposed to be playing Fortnite with Gladys. So if you want to play Fortnite or watch me play Fortnite, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Damn, I literally actually would be. That's funny. I'm very much a fighting type. Yes, I do on occasion. Honestly, I kind of switch back and forth. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing half the time at this point, but yeah. So, thanks for joining me for my drawing adventure. We'll see if I finish this tomorrow or whatever. I don't even know. So, I hope you guys get some good sleep and have a great day today, technically. Bye.